A murder-suicide rocks the Windy City when a man kills his ex-wife after she discusses their divorce on TikTok.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Officials say 29-year-old Sania Khan was shot and killed on July 18th by her ex-husband, 36-year-old Raheel Ahmed. Investigators say Ahmed drove 11 hours from his home in Georgia to Khan's Chicago condo. As first responders approached the scene, investigators say Ahmed turned the gun on himself. In a statement to Law and Crime Network, Chicago police said both were discovered unresponsive, with gunshot wounds to the head. This comes after a series of TikToks posted by Khan went semi-viral as she opened up about her relationship and divorce. In one TikTok, Khan wrote, quote, "Going through a divorce as a South Asian woman feels like you failed at life sometimes. The way the community labels you, the lack of emotional support you receive, and the pressure to stay with someone because what people say is isolating. It makes it harder for women to leave marriages that they shouldn't have been in to begin with." Other videos show Khan providing support, saying, quote, "You are not a failure because your marriage did not work out." More TikToks depict Khan seemingly enjoying the single life. Police in Georgia say Ahmed's family reported him missing, saying he was depressed and likely went to salvage the marriage. Friends of Khan say the divorce was finalized back in May. Officials say Khan was pronounced dead at the scene, while Ahmed was pronounced dead at Northwestern Hospital. A weapon was recovered at the scene, and the incident is still under investigation. For the latest developments in this case and all things true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Sania Khan, 29, and her former husband, Raheel Ahmed, 36, were in the middle of a divorce when Sania posted TikTok videos about her failed marriage. This is when Raheel drove 700 miles to kill her. This is her story. Welcome to Cold Cases. Be sure to subscribe and stay safe. This murder-suicide occurred in July of 2022 in Chicago, Illinois. Sania was a former flight attendant who had just moved to the Windy City in 2021. She was also planning on moving back to her home state of Tennessee before her murder. She was a Pakistani-American photographer who had dreams of being a big-time photographer and TikToker. A friend told the Sun-Times that Sania was a social worker before she became a flight attendant to support herself financially while pursuing her passion for photography. At the time of her passing, she had over 15,000 followers. She was married to Raheel and was married for over a year before she filed for divorce after he started being abusive towards her. After the divorce is when Sania started posting TikToks about her failed marriage, and she already felt like a failure because in her culture, being married is the best thing a South Asian woman can be. Anything short of marriage in her culture would mean she failed as a woman. Her family went as far as to pressure her into staying with him, and she even threatened to take her own life just so she could stay away from Raheel. She seemed like she was happy being on her own away from her ex-husband. This is when he drove over 11 hours and 700 miles to Chicago to kill her. According to police reports, cops went to Sania's home at about 4:30 p.m. last Monday after officers in Alpharetta, Georgia, requested a check on Raheel. The killer's family had reported him missing from the Atlanta suburb where he lived. According to police, Raheel monitored what she wore, and he was wary about who she hung out with, how she presented herself. Police also believed his motive was clear. Police alleged that to Raheel that there was no reconciling. This man did not go there to salvage a marriage. He went there for a reason. Officers also say Sania wanted to get a restraining order against him, but never did. There was no signs of forced entry when the killer got into the condo and he shot and killed Sania in the back of the head. When police got to the scene and approached the door, they heard a gunshot, and say Sania lying in a pool of blood, some of which was dried up, and found Raheel in the bathroom dead due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Sania wanted nothing more but to get away from this monster. Unfortunately, she couldn't successfully get away before the coward killed her and took his own life. What happened to Sania was an absolute tragedy. She never thought a man who was supposed to love her for eternity could commit such a heinous crime. May her family heal from this unbelievable crime. More videos about missing person cases, cold cases, and true crime cases are on the way. Be sure to stay safe and we'll see you next time.